billions of volts of electricity and cost tens of millions of dollars.
But it is possible.
We cured polio in 53.
Are they still there figuring out Russian?
Is long. The silver cat feeds
When blue meets yellow in the west.
The funny thing is, they're right.
It just can't be right.
Exactly. I knew it.
I think it's great news.
They're not going to think it's right, but it's right.
So much for being an American hero. It's just total nonsense.
It's not nonsense. It's too specific. It's obviously a code.
Yeah.
What do you mean a code?
Like a super secret spy code.
Sam Goody.
And why would anyone want to mask the true meaning of their message unless the message was somehow sensitive?
Exactly.
So I guess that confirms your suspicion.
Evil Russians.
I can't believe I'm about to agree with this strange child, but yeah, totally. Evil Russians. Hey, Steve, what are you doing?
It's quarter. Do you have a quarter?
You need help getting up, little Stevie?
What is he up to?
Would you two just shut up and listen? Holy shit.
It's a song?
The music. The music.
I don't understand.
It's the exact same song in the recording.
Maybe they have horses like this in Russia.
Indiana Flyer? I don't think so. This code, it didn't come from Russia.
Ah.
It came from here.
Just in case I will get copyrighted for the violin songs, I muted parts of this, guys. Oh, there's the guy. Dolph Lundgren himself. All right, he's going back to his possessed warehouse. What does that say? Brimborn Steelworks. All right, so it's a steelwork factory. Steel can conduct electricity. Is that steelworks a giant magnetic field? Oh, and he took the girl.
Billy, are you okay?
I'm assuming since it's a steelworks, that metal is very conductive, so they're making electromagnetic fields at the warehouse. But why? And that's what's blowing up the rats? But now is he using bigger objects, so he needed a girl?
Don't be afraid. It'll be over soon.
My God, they're gonna feed on her or something. They all joined together and made a giant plasma monster. I basically saw that coming. When the rats in episode 1 were exploding, I'm like, obviously there's a reason for it because the plasma in their body was like reacting to something. And then it was confirmed in the old woman's basement when the rat exploded and the plasma literally oozed out and had like a mind of its own. It even had like arms and legs. It looked like a miniature version of what we just saw in that warehouse. But apparently they're all forming together and making what looks like a giant rancor of plasma. I'm assuming he needs to go bigger now. Like rats are how you start, but now it is like, what are you going to do? Just keep getting rats? Not to mention, there's probably a lack of rats now because they just blew up hundreds of them. So now is he going on to people? Like he's got to give like human sacrifices to make that creature bigger. I'm assuming they're just trying to get it bigger and bigger and bigger. Not sure yet. Maybe it just needs to eat at this point, but I would imagine eating would make it bigger too. Billy is clearly possessed. Worse off than Will was, I want to say, because Will like had flashbacks and stuff. Billy hurting people and like has like shit flying through his arms and stuff. Definitely a different type of possession than Will had, but still the upside down. Why did he see doppelgangers of himself, and who are all those other people? Does everyone have a doppelganger in the Upside Down now? Like, are they all evil versions of themselves? Because there was a large crowd of people behind Doppelganger Billy. I apologize for muting a lot of the scenes. I don't know why. It's probably for copyright reasons. Most of Netflix shows have ridiculous amounts of music in them. And I want to believe it is because it makes it easy for them to copyright almost the full episode. If you add up all the songs in these shows, half the shows are copyrighted music and famous songs. They had Cold as Ice, Material Girl, like Don't Tug on Superman's Cape. All songs, like every 5 seconds, there's another song. And I had a lot of problems with the first episode with copyright. So I'm going to keep muting things here and there so that I could show you important scenes as needed. I love that Will's mother met up with the guy who is listening to My Bologna instead of My Sharona. Weird Al Yankovic, My Baloney song. But he did look familiar. Was he in the first season? I can't remember who he is. I know I've seen him before, unless I'm thinking of another show, because the actor's familiar. But he is helping her figure out the magnetic thing. They're clearly saying there is a large radiomagnetic field that is causing something. It's got to do with the steelworks, because metal is conductive. I don't know if I'm thinking crazy, but that's my go-to right now. I do also like that Mrs. Wheeler didn't show up to the hotel. I don't think we knew that for sure at the end. We knew Billy didn't make it, but I don't think we knew if she made it. So she didn't go. She chose her family. It wouldn't have worked out anyway, but at least she made the choice. So I'm just going to jump into episode 3, guys. You let me know what you think. Comments down below. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.